Europe 054. The 27th of May 2018 get short URLIn a 2-1 win. A referendum in Ireland on Friday saw the repeal of a long-standing ban on abortion. Ireland has officially voted to drop its 8th constitutional amendment, claiming equal rights to a mother and a fetus, that had previously acted to impose a ban on abortions in the heavily religious nation. According to the BBC, 66.4% voted in favour of dropping the amendment, almost as much as was predicted by a Times, Ipsos exit poll. An estimated 33.6%, almost 2 times less, sought to keep the restrictive and unpopular amendment in place. Donegal, the northernmost county of Ireland, was the only region to vote in favour, with some 54% seeking to retain the ban. In the wake of the landslide referendum, Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar, who campaigned in favour of repealing the legislation, said it was a historic day for Ireland, and noted that a quiet revolution had taken place. The referendum results showed that the Irish trust and respect women to make their own decision and choices, he said at an enthusiastic celebratory rally at Dublin Castle Friday. Varadkar also addressed those who voted to retain the amendment, long seen as a form of repression against women in the country. "I know today is not welcome and you may feel this country has taken the wrong turn, that this country is one you no longer recognize," he said. "I want to reassure you that Ireland today is the same as it was last week, but more tolerant, open and respectful. I'm so glad. 'Cause even when people are pro-life they still deserve access to a safe abortion. And people will find ways to get one anyways." Steph at Kiss My Big Fat Ass, 26/2018. In the wording of the now repealed 8th Amendment, women in Ireland could only have an abortion if they could prove to the court or to the medical community that their lives were threatened. In other dire cases, including rape incidents and fetal abnormalities, an abortion was not an option. With the repeal of the amendment, women regain the ability to undergo the procedure up to 12 weeks into a pregnancy, and even further, if certain medical conditions are indicated. "I'm pleased the majority of Ireland haven't been selfish with their voting. I'm against abortions and personally feel I never could have one myself, however I'm still pro-choice. Every individual woman should have their own right to choose what happens to their bodies. Welcome to the 20th century. Congrats on." Ironically, the referendum puts Northern Ireland, where abortion remains banned, in a difficult position, as both the Republic of Ireland and the UK mainland recognise a woman's right to make her own choices, and have legalised the procedure. Prior to the Friday referendum, both Irish and Northern Irish women were forced to travel to the UK mainland for an operation. How tragic. Why don't you just join the UK? There really isn't much left to differentiate you. Onward march to moral relativism. Patrick Roach at ProChen, 26/2018. Those who campaigned for the retention of the ban remain angry nonetheless. The Save the 8th campaign called the referendum results a tragedy of historic proportions, BBC reported. Echoing an often violent and militant sentiment espoused by many in the U.S., abortion foe spokesman John McGurk vowed that no campaigners would continue to protest if and when abortion clinics are opened in Ireland.